A woman who is helping decide sex education curriculum and more in the Godley ISD is now removed from multiple positions within the school district because she's a convicted prostitute.
A Fox 4 investigation reveals she's also advertising herself online as an escort. Fox 4's David Santendry has more.
The discovery of a convicted prostitute being on multiple school committees and volunteer groups raises concern about background checks within Godley ISD and districts throughout the state of Texas.
But we had no idea what was going on in her personal life. She was always very friendly and personable.
A convicted prostitute actively advertising as an escort was serving on a council that recommends appropriate grade levels and methods for human sexuality instruction within Godley ISD.
And I don't see any community wanting that to be the standard for their school district.
School Health Advisory Councils, or SHACs, are required by Texas law. SHACs recommend to school boards a wide range of health education protocols for students, including appropriate grade levels and curriculum for instruction regarding sex trafficking.
And I would not want children to be subject to those type of people.
Kayla Lane is a Godley ISD board trustee. Lane was made aware of a now former SHAC member's history of prostitution by Mary Lowe, a member of the nonprofit Families Engaged for Effective Education.
And we can do better, and we must do better.
And that's the other thing we need to talk about is the health fair.
Ashley Ketcherside is shown in a Godley ISD YouTube video at the SHAC Council's first meeting of the school year in October. She's listed as a committee member in meeting minutes. Members need to be appointed by the school board to serve, according to a district spokesperson, who says Ketcherside's family entered the district this year. Ketcherside was also selected by Superintendent Rich Deere to the Long Range Facility Planning Committee. She was a volunteer on the Family and Community Engagement Committee, PTO, and Godley Athletic Booster Club. Ketcherside also leads a local cheerleading group, according to Godley ISD.
And so I believe that parents need to know.
Lowe says some parents became suspicious of Ketcherside because she claimed to own multiple businesses, but information about those businesses was unknown.
Some parents took it to investigate and came up with this.
A LexisNexis public record search reveals one of her email addresses matches the same email address on escort sites for a Lola Bree.
I Googled her email address, and that's how I was able to find the escort services.
Lola Bree's images are found on public websites. Some images are too risque to use in our report. Tarrant County court documents obtained by Fox 4 reveal Ashley Ketcherside, maiden name Ashley Villalobos, was found guilty of prostitution in 2012 and 2016. An affidavit claims she is also known as Lola Bree. One escort site says Lola Bree was active last month. Lola Bree has client reviews this year and reviews dating back a decade. To be clear, escort sites are legal in Texas. Escorts charge for their companionship and time. However, if sex is exchanged for money, it's prostitution.
We don't know what kind of clients she comes into contact with or who she works for.
In 2016, regarding a separate matter, a judge signed an injunction not allowing specific children to visit any place of Ashley Villalobos' residence because she was a known prostitute.
And so I believe that parents need to know.
In a statement, Godley ISD tells Fox 4, "We notified the parent that they will no longer be able to serve on district committees or in other volunteer capacities effective immediately." Still, Fox 4 asked Godley ISD, was a background check required for any of Ketcherside's positions? The district says yes, but adds, obviously, the district would not knowingly allow anyone to work in a staff position or to volunteer with certain criminal convictions in their background.
And we would think that typically if you ran a background check that those arrests would show up, and they don't. They're misdemeanors in the state of Texas. So I think that this is something that the state needs to look at in regards to how they're screening people that participate in schools.
Fox 4 made multiple attempts to reach Ketcherside by email, phone, and in person. But no one answered the door at her listed address. Her husband, Michael Ketcherside, serves on the Athletic Booster Club and Watchdogs, a group of fathers who volunteer throughout the school day, according to Godley ISD. One 2016 court document obtained by Fox 4 claims Michael Ketcherside is very supportive of her profession.
If that parent feels like, I don't care if my child is around her, we like Miss Ketcherside, we like Mr. Ketcherside, we welcome them to our community, that is their choice. But they do need to know that this has been a documented part of her life.
Still, according to whistleblowers, this story is not all about prostitution, rather a lack of oversight.
And we do feel like there are a lot of changes that need to happen at the state level as well as at the local level.
Godley ISD told Fox 4 members of the Student Health Advisory Committee are appointed by the school board, but even though we saw Ketcherside on video at the meeting table and she was listed as a member online, the district says it was a mistake and she never went through the approval process. For some, that raises even more questions. The Godley Police Department tells me it is generally aware of the allegations. However, there is no official criminal investigation at this time based on the allegations alone.